should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New England Patriots. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chiefs make over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus? Tackling the runner for a loss.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 78 yards. And the Chiefs go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Chiefs 6, Patriots nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
Hey, here we go, tonight. Hey, what's that?
Again, it's Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Hey, come with me, come with me.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
That's good.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Hey, what's that?
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7.
Torpedo. Hey, what's that? CD, what's that?
Straight ahead, Henderson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. To Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 5. He finds Douglas complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Crazy! Crazy!
They'll try and throw for it with May. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Here goes.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And now an audible here into something else.
Hey, what's that?
Henderson now on first and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing here is May. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a second and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chiefs.
Looking to throw, May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw, it's May. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. To the air, May. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Now Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. You can do it with a little bit of humor. Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll throw with May. Over the middle, complete. That's Henderson.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
He finds his man, complete. It's Douglas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
That's complete. Trevion Henderson. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's May. His pass caught at the 4. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, as time expires in the first half. And the Pats get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
5. Crazy.
Again, it's Henderson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
4 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Xavier Worthy, 31 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for our Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 50 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Kansas City.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give right side for Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Pacheco once again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Easy.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 22 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Yellow. Attack. Attack! Hey, 57. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's second down and 3. Again, it's Stevenson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
The 40-yard line.
Here's first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Crazy. Let's punch it in. Great job.
Now a handoff, Stevenson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long.
Yeah, here you go. Crazy.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
That's another Patriots first down.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
He's back to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Hey, what's that? Five. You there. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. Five.
Fourth down. Here's May. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.